Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on.
I think you got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah.
6 apartment buildings, stating that they are all his property with no partners involved.
Floyd, like he got issues over here. He's still best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
You think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight. It took been 2.
I find that one unique aspect of this case that I think is different than many others that I see on a regular basis is the extent to which this happened in front of children old enough to understand what's happening. These were not infants. These were children in the report listed as 11 and 9 years old.
What if the man who built his entire identity around money was quietly running out of it? We're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr., a fighter who once treated stacks of $100,000 like loose paper, bought private jets as casually as most people buy shoes, and spent millions on shopping trips without hesitation. For years, his image was built on extreme wealth and unstoppable success. But now, new claims from someone who allegedly once managed his finances suggest that the empire behind that flashy lifestyle may not be as strong as it once seemed. The idea that Money Mayweather could be facing financial pressure is something that has caught a lot of people by surprise.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
For a long time, there were already signs that something might not be perfect behind the scenes. There were whispers about court cases, tax problems, risky crypto promotions, and questionable investment deals. At first, these stories seemed like normal controversies that come with fame. But now, the situation appears to be getting more serious. Reports claim that leaked banking information connected to Mayweather is circulating, and instead of showing endless luxury, it suggests possible financial stress. The picture being painted is very different from the one fans have seen for years.
Everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another, whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did was I believed in myself. Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself.
This raises a big question. How does a boxer who was once considered the richest in the sport go from leading the money team to possibly struggling financially? Mayweather dominated inside the ring and made history with his earnings, but his biggest challenge may not be a fighter at all. Instead, some believe the real challenge could be outside the ring, his own financial decisions, lifestyle, and the pressure to maintain an image of unlimited wealth.
Disappointed. I really am disappointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you two checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million.
According to reports, this story began with a surprising source, not a gossip website or viral interview, but a former financial advisor who once handled Mayweather's money during the peak of his career. Claims attributed to this advisor suggest that recent financial records are far from impressive. In fact, he allegedly stated that the undefeated champion could now be living check to check. This is shocking considering Mayweather reportedly earned around $300 million from his fight with Conor McGregor. Yet, the claim suggests that only a small portion of that wealth may still be easily accessible today.
EWV Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWV is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5", some days 5'9", But it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out. Up top, every planet.
The accusations don't stop there. The former accountant reportedly claimed that some accounts showed overdraft warnings, delayed payments, and renewed attention from tax authorities like the IRS. There are also mentions of unpaid staff, ongoing lawsuits with former partners, and unresolved financial obligations. On top of that, there is speculation that Mayweather has been moving between places like Dubai and New York while dealing with increasing legal and financial pressure. If true, this would paint a very different picture from the confident, wealthy image he shows in public.
You have a person with 20 million followers, but may not have 20 million in their bank account. So I choose fortune over fame.
Could you explain everything that's happened with the taxes over the last couple of days? Can you give us your side of the story?
Oh yeah. When I was on stage tonight, if you guys didn't see, from my Pacquiao fight, never even cashed a check. Still have 100 million that I never even cashed before. I have a tax attorney that takes care of everything, and everything is okay. I still got...
To be fair, there is no doubt that Mayweather earned an incredible amount of money during his prime. He remained undefeated in the ring and became one of the biggest pay-per-view stars in sports history. His fights generated massive revenue, and his brand attracted global attention. However, earning huge amounts of money and managing that wealth wisely are two very different things. Critics argue that while Mayweather mastered the art of making money, he may not have been as strong when it came to protecting and growing it over time.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. Ooh. 18 life.
Happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
That is sick, dude.
But
Wow.
you gotta show them what it say, though.
Money green.
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece. That's
One of one.
Money team. Can we see it on him? Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
A big reason behind these concerns is his spending habits, which have always been extreme. It wasn't just luxury, it was excess on another level. Reports suggest that around $30 million was spent on exotic cars alone, many of which were rarely even driven. These cars were often kept in different locations, almost like a collection of trophies rather than practical vehicles. And it didn't stop there. Mayweather also owned multiple private jets, along with expensive properties, jewelry, and other luxury.
Time to go. Let's go. Today, got two different colors. Check it out. Look down here. Look at the color up top. Time me to go big. Time me to go big. See you guys in the lane.